Our story begins in darkness, in a vast, cold cloud of dust and gas drifting through space. For ages, gravity quietly pulls this cloud together, shrinking and spinning it into a flat, rotating disk. At the center, pressure and heat build until, in a blinding flash, nuclear fusion ignites. A star is born, our sun. The sun's light sweeps away the lighter gases, leaving behind heavier materials swirling in orbit. Tiny grains collide and stick, growing from pebbles to boulders to planetesimals, the seeds of planets. Over millions of years, these planetesimals merge, forming a family of worlds. Closest to the Sun, rocky planets Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars take shape. Farther out, gas giants like Jupiter and Saturn gather hydrogen and helium, while Uranus and Neptune form as ice giants. Each planet settles into its own orbit, creating a solar system in delicate balance. The Sun's birth marks the beginning of a cosmic journey, a system ready for eons of change. From dust and gas, order emerges. A star and its planets, set adrift in the galaxy. The solar system is now complete, a place of wonder and potential. The stage is set for the story of worlds and for life itself. The Sun's light will shape everything that follows. The planets, moons, and smaller bodies will dance around their star for billions of years. This is the dawn of our solar system, a family born from chaos. The Sun's energy will drive the evolution of planets and eventually life. The journey has only just begun. The solar system is a cosmic construction, built from the simplest elements. Its story is one of transformation from darkness to light. And so, the long voyage through time begins. For billions of years, the Sun has shone with steady golden light. This is the main sequence, the Sun's long, stable adulthood. Deep in its core, hydrogen fuses into helium, releasing energy that radiates outward as sunlight. This balance between gravity and fusion keeps the Sun stable. Earth's climate remains just right for life thanks to this constancy. The Sun's energy powers everything from the first cells to complex ecosystems. We live in the Sun's golden age, a time of calm and reliability. But this stability is temporary. Every second, the Sun converts millions of tons of hydrogen into helium. Its fuel is vast, but not infinite. After nearly 5 billion years, the Sun is middle-aged, halfway through its main sequence life. The balance in its core still holds, but change is inevitable. For now, the Sun anchors the solar system, warming our world and driving our days. The planets orbit in silent harmony, their paths shaped by the Sun's gravity. This era of peace has allowed life to flourish, but deep within, the seeds of transformation are growing. The Sun's future is already written in its core. It will continue to shine for billions more years, but not forever. The solar system's familiar order is just one chapter in a much larger story. The Sun's aging will bring profound changes. For now, we bask in its light, but the clock is ticking. The Sun's journey is far from over. Its next act will reshape everything we know. The solar system's calm is only temporary. The Sun is still in its main sequence, but subtle changes are underway. With each passing million years, it grows brighter and hotter. As hydrogen fuses into helium, the core becomes denser, speeding up fusion and increasing energy output. Over geological time, this slow brightening has dramatic effects. In about 1 billion years, the Sun will be 10% brighter, enough to trigger a runaway greenhouse effect on Earth. Oceans will evaporate, water vapor will trap more heat, and the planet will become a scorching desert. Life will struggle to survive, retreating underground or to the poles, but eventually the surface will become uninhabitable. Earth will resemble Venus, dry, hot, and lifeless. The Sun's golden age will end, and the balance that sustained life will break down. The core fills with helium ash, and the hydrogen-burning shell grows hotter. The Sun's outer layers begin to swell, signaling the approach of old age. It is not yet a red giant, but the transformation has begun. The solar system's familiar sky is living on borrowed time. The Sun's changes are slow but relentless. The journey toward its final act is underway. The fate of Earth and its neighbors is sealed by the Sun's evolution. The solar system will never be the same. The Sun's middle age is a time of quiet, inevitable change. The countdown to transformation has started. The next phase will be dramatic and final. The Sun's final act begins as its core runs out of hydrogen. Gravity takes over, collapsing the core and heating it to new extremes. The surrounding shell ignites in furious hydrogen burning, pushing the Sun's outer layers outward. The Sun swells into a red giant, its surface cooling and glowing deep red. It will grow over 200 times its current size, engulfing the orbits of the inner planets. The solar system becomes unrecognizable, the boundary between star and space blurred. The red giant loses mass in a powerful solar wind, shedding its outer layers. This phase lasts only a few 100 million years, a brief, violent chapter. Eventually, the core becomes hot enough for helium fusion, creating carbon and oxygen. The Sun shrinks and stabilizes briefly, but the helium is quickly exhausted. The Sun expands again, larger and more unstable than before. The end is near for the Sun's life as a star. The solar system is transformed by this cosmic upheaval. The Sun's red giant phase is both spectacular and destructive. Its energy reshapes everything in its reach. The final transformation is underway. The Sun's last performance is about to begin. The red giant Sun spells doom for the inner planets. Mercury is swallowed first, vaporized and absorbed into the star. Venus follows, stripped and destroyed by the expanding Sun. Their orbits become empty, silent reminders of lost worlds. Earth's fate is uncertain. Its orbit may drift outward, but the heat will be unbearable. The surface will melt, oceans will vanish, and the atmosphere will be stripped away. If not engulfed, Earth will become a charred, lifeless cinder. The cradle of life is rendered desolate, its story ended in fire and rock. The inner solar system is erased by the Sun's fury. Only memories remain, written in the ashes of lost worlds. The Sun's transformation is merciless. The solar system's heart is forever changed. The age of the inner planets is over. The Sun's power is absolute. As the Sun becomes a red giant, the outer solar system thaws. Worlds once frozen, Jupiter's moons, Saturn's Titan, even distant Pluto, briefly warm. Icy moons melt, revealing oceans. Distant planets develop thin atmospheres. For a few million years, these worlds bask in a fleeting spring. But the warmth is short-lived. Chaos and radiation make life unlikely. The red giant's energy is unstable, and the thaw soon ends. The outer solar system's brief paradise fades as the Sun sheds its layers. The final echo of warmth vanishes into the cold. The Sun's outer layers drift away, forming a glowing planetary nebula. It's not an explosion, but a gentle exhalation, a final beautiful act. The nebula glows in reds, greens, and blues, illuminated by the Sun's exposed core. For thousands of years, this ghostly cloud expands, a cosmic monument to the star that was. Elements forged in the Sun, carbon, oxygen, are scattered into space. The nebula is a fleeting masterpiece, soon to fade and merge with the galaxy. From afar, it's a breathtaking sight, a final work of art. But the beauty is temporary. The nebula dissolves into the interstellar medium. Only the Sun's remnant remains at the center. The solar system's last light fades. The era of the Sun is over. At the nebula's heart remains a white dwarf, the Sun's dense, dead core. It's Earth-sized, but half the Sun's mass, shining only with residual heat. The surviving planets orbit in darkness, their worlds frozen and silent. The white dwarf radiates little energy. The solar system plunges into a deep freeze. Days are as dim as moonlit nights. Warmth is gone forever. Over trillions of years, the white dwarf cools, fading from white to black. The planets become icy sentinels, orbiting a ghost. The solar system is a tomb. Its story ended in silence. All that remains is cold, darkness, and memory. The Sun's legacy is a frozen graveyard. Though the solar system ends in darkness, this is not the end. The Sun's elements, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, are scattered into the galaxy. They enrich interstellar clouds, seeding new stars and planets. The atoms that made our world will become part of something new. Gravity will gather these enriched clouds, birthing new stars and worlds. Perhaps on a distant planet, life will arise from the ashes of our sun. The universe is a cycle of death and rebirth. Our atoms have a future beyond the solar system's end. We are part of a grand, cosmic story. The end of our sun is the beginning of something new. The universe continues, ever creating. Our legacy is written in the stars. The cosmic dawn never truly ends.